Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. We're complexed by the Hop reunion that no bone saw coming. Spoilers say Liam will shock Hope, Logan and suckers at home with his new set-up love for Hi's ex-wife. Will Hope get her Carter to reunite her family? Liam Spencer went on a warpath when Hope ran off with Thomas Forrester. He tried to get Steffi Forrester to leave her hubby and instantly served Hope with divorce papers. Liam also dabbled as the commonplace bitter ex-husband and popped up at Hope's home to chastise her for sleeping with around. Her ex-husband will do a complete 180 and shock Hope, Logan with a grand gesture and an amorous kiss. Liam will put together a whole slideshow about all of the effects he loves about her. Obviously Hope will be left speechless and understandably confused. The Spencer heir will eclipse off his slideshow with a pitch to reunite their family and raise their son together. There's only one problem: Hope has been sneaking around with Carter Walton for nearly a month now. Can she tell Liam that she has a secret swain? Hope Logan will most probably get caught up in the moment with Liam and take a walk down memory lane with him and head to the bedroom. Liam is as unattached as he thinks he's, and little does he know his other ex-wife Ivy Forrester is en route to Los Angeles. Will Hope dump Carter and get back together with Liam, just to have him run off with Ivy and leave her high and dry? Who do you suppose Hope Logan should choose? Electra Forrester's recent debut could pave the way for another Forrester sighting. The October occasion brought some intriguing exposures about Electra's background, so let's talk about some details that Electra and Ivy Forrester participated. Ivy mentioned that she has a family named John and that Electra is his son. To be clear, that's not the same John Forrester as Ivy's father, who passed away not too long ago. John Forrester Sr. obviously had a son named after him, so Electra's pater is John Forrester Jr. Fortunately, Finn goes by his surname, so there won't be any confusion if John Forrester Jr. ever decides to join Electra in Los Angeles. It's easy to imagine John wanting to pay Electra and the rest of his family members a visit, or indeed deciding to stick around. With Thomas Forrester out of the picture, there's room for another handsome Forrester to shake effects up. There are plenitude of Logan ladies for John Jr. to fall for if he stays in city long enough. Since Electra and Will Spencer are gearing up for a love, it might be intriguing if Electra's pater comes to LA and eventually falls for Will's mama. Maybe John could hit it off with Katie Logan, Heather Tom, and make effects complicated for their kiddies. Also again, Hope Logan and Carter Walton's budding love doesn't feel like commodity that's meant to last. Could Hope fall for John down the road rather? Whatever the case, Electra admitted her family moved around a lot growing up, so she wasn't raised in Australia. That explains why Electra doesn't have an Australian accentuation, and her pater may not have one moreover. As for John's romantic status, it makes sense for him to be single and ready to mingle if he heads to Los Angeles, so he may explain that effects didn't work out with Electra's mama. Anyhow, all this John Jr. talk could lead to him ultimately making a debut of his own. Further cast updates could be in the workshop, so we'll pass along any other appearances and goings news as well as unborn story prognostications. Carter Walton will be on some seriously thin ice with Steffi Forrester. Steffi formerly made that comment to Electra Forrester about Carter being their susurus for now, so she obviously views him as interchangeable. Since Carter is hyping up expansion ideas and taking too numerous pitfalls, Steffi will come decreasingly convinced he's not helping her steer Forrester creations in the right direction. After Carter's coming big pitch involves the Logans and a bold new vision for the company, Steffi may be tempted to give him the charge. Of course, it may not be that simple since Carter is Ridge Forrester's stylish friend and a close confidant of Eric Forrester's, too. Indeed so. Steffi and Carter's feud is only going to grow stronger from then. Deacon Sharp, on the other hand, is relatively appreciative of Carter since he's really been stepping up for Hope Logan. It looks like Deacon will have an occasion to thank Carter and treat him to some free food soon enough. Carter will head over to Il Giardino just in time for Halloween, so he'll be there when Sheila Sharp is serving up treats in a witch's costume. There'll be some gross delicacies on the menu, most likely featuring that toe theme Sheila loves so important. Sheila may also have a chance to quiz Carter about Hope and suspect that he's more enamored with Cleric's son than he's letting on. Anyhow, a special Halloween occasion on October 31st, so Sheila could let her scary side come out with some tricks. Sheila might be tempted to help Hope on her path to success, and that could mean bad news for Steffi, depending on what Sheila culinarians up. As for Ridge and Brooke Logan, they may do some colliding when it comes to Hope's line and whether it should survive. The further pressure that bubbles up between Brooke and Ridge, the better Taylor's chances of winning back her partner for herself. Taylor will no doubt do a little further cling with Ridge and maybe let him vent about the problems playing out at Forrester Creations. Eventually, Will Spencer will probably make it his charge to get better acquainted with Elektra and hopefully win her heart if all goes well. That's what the Forresters have come to anticipate from him. And now that he's stepping up and coming up with ideas, the COO is ruffling a many feathers, most especially Steffi Forrester, the co-CEO of Forrester Creations. Why is Carter suddenly making power moves? Lawrence St. Victor has studies. Carter didn't just communicate an idea. He acted on it. He principally ambuscaded Steffi with the idea of introducing jewelry to the fashion house. And he didn't stay for an okay. Rather, he proactively reached out to Ivy Forrester and invited her to the table. He didn't give Steffi a heads up or word of warning, which is so unlike Carter. And also he prompted Steffi to at least hear to what Ivy had to say. It can be veritably jarring to see him not back down, to see him push commodity, Lawrence St. Victor told Soaps.com. But I do suppose he has a bit of a healthy pride. After Steffi turns down the Elektra jewelry line offer, his healthy pride might feel a bit bruised. But Forrester's rearmost commercial drama seems shaping up to be a battle between Steffi and Carter, who have admired each other in the history. She might be feeling disrespected by Carter, St. Victor revealed. But he's feeling disrespected by her. He's like, I'm your susurrus. Why aren't you hearing me? You can say no, but let's really talk about this first. While a CEO's duty is to deal with a company's big picture problems and implicit, the COO's duty is to worry about the day-to-day operations and work with the CEO on their vision for the company. What he's doing may well be within his rights. Carter is in an important enough position at Forrester that he should be suitable to question his CEOs and have a discussion, St. Victor said. But there have to be more graceful and successful ways of doing this than using ambush and blindside ways. Having said that, this new side of Carter, while jarring, is commodity that should have happened a long time ago. After all, the Forresters have all conceded that Carter is family. Unfortunately for him, he's only family to a point. Flashback when he and Quinn were involved? Carter was on the outs for a bit. So, until certain Forresters find out that he's harboring passions for Hope Logan, his input should continue to be valued. But there's no telling how Steffi will reply once she's clued into Hope and Carter's unforeseen romantic and professional alliance. Carter might want to suppose about streamlining his capsule.